Good news! Start your study adventure in Azerbaijan. The Azerbaijan Government Scholarship 2025 is currently open. In this video, we will explain in detail the Azerbaijan Government Scholarship 2025, its benefits, eligibility criteria, documents requirements, deadline, and the step-by-step application process. So don't skip and watch the video till the end. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Science and Education of the Republic of Azerbaijan are pleased to announce the Heydar Aliyev International Education Grant Program for the 2025 to 2026 academic year. The Higher Education Scholarship by the Government of Azerbaijan will be offered on an annual basis for a period of 5 years. The program honors the memory of Heydar Aliyev, the national leader of Azerbaijan. Heydar Aliyev International Education Grant Program, established by the decree of His Excellency Ilham Aliyev, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan on the 8th of July 2023, provides an excellent opportunity for selected candidates to study in the leading universities of Azerbaijan at the preparatory courses, undergraduate, graduate, doctoral, and general medicine or medical residency programs. Annually, 100 international students will benefit from the scholarship. The citizens of the following countries are eligible to participate in the program: member states of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, member states of the Non-Aligned Movement, small island developing states, and countries sharing common cultural, ethnic, and historical ties with Azerbaijan. The Azerbaijan Government Scholarship for 2025 to 2026 is, a fully funded scholarship for international students who want to pursue undergraduate, master's, or Ph.D. studies. This scholarship, it covers the tuition fee, an international flight, a monthly stipend of 800 AZN, medical insurance, and also visa and registration costs. Scholarship coverage includes several important benefits. The Azerbaijan Government Scholarship will provide the recipient with the following. First, tuition fees and language preparatory courses, depending on the language of instruction, for the study period at undergraduate, graduate, general medicine, medical residency, and doctoral levels. Second, an international economy class flight ticket to Baku, Azerbaijan from the country of origin, and back from Azerbaijan to the country of origin once a year. Third, a monthly allowance of 800 AZN, which is about $470 for accommodation, daily expenses, and educational materials. This is provided for 10 months each year, except for July and August. Fourth, a yearly allowance of 200 AZN, or about $117 for medical care and medication during your study period in the Republic of Azerbaijan. And finally, a single entry visa to the Republic of Azerbaijan, along with a temporary residence permit for your stay in the country for each academic year. Eligibility criteria for the Azerbaijan Government Scholarship are, pretty straightforward. To qualify for the scholarship, you must fulfill the following. Citizens of the Republic of Azerbaijan, or individuals whose citizenship in the Republic of Azerbaijan has been terminated, will not be considered for a scholarship. So, let's go over the age requirements for applicants. For undergraduate and general medicine programs, foreign nationals should be below 35 years old as of the 15th of September, 2025. For graduate and medical residency programs, applicants should be below 40 years old as of that same date. And for doctoral programs, foreign nationals need to be below 45 years old as of the 15th of September, 2025. Just keep in mind, the selection committee can, at any time, verify the authenticity of the information you've provided and will proceed according to current regulations. Alright, let's talk about the documents you'll need. First, you'll need a completed nomination form, which is for the first stage of the application process. Next, you should provide copies of your diplomas and transcripts from your prior high school or higher education institution. and your academic marks, or GPA, from your previous degree or degrees, whether that's general secondary education, a bachelor's, general medicine, master's, or medical residency, should not be less than 70 on a scale of 0 to 100, or 7 on a scale of 10, or the equivalent for your marking system. You'll also need a copy of your medical certificate, including HIV and AIDS, as well as hepatitis B and C tests. Don't forget a copy of your valid passport that confirms your identification information. A CV or resume is required as well. Now, about language proficiency. If you're planning to study in English, you'll need at least an IELTS score of 5 or a TOEFL score of 40 for undergraduate programs. For postgraduate programs, that's a minimum IELTS of 5.5 or a TOEFL of 50. Alternatively, the language of your previous education must have been English. If you want to study in Russian, you'll need to provide proof of Russian language proficiency, or your previous education must have been in Russian. For Turkish, it's the same idea. Proof of Turkish language proficiency, or your previous education must have been in Turkish. And for Azerbaijani, you'll need proof of proficiency in English, Russian, or Turkish, or your previous education must have been in one of those languages. Just so you know, the higher education institution may check your proficiency for the level of education and the language of study you've applied for. You'll also need a motivation letter, and if you have any local or international awards, be sure to include those as well. Okay, let's talk about the prerequisites for your documents. First of all, documents must be legible, readable, and clear. They need to be in one of the following languages: Azerbaijani, Turkish, English, or Russian, and, they have to be notarized. If your documents are in a language other than those, you'll need to provide a notarized translation into English. Also, all documentation has to be submitted in PDF format. Now, candidates must submit a medical certificate, including HIV/AIDS, hepatitis B and C tests, from the relevant clinics in your country of residence. Just remember, the medical certificate has to be dated no more than 3 months before you submit your application, and it must verify that you're in good health for travel and study. If the certificate is in a language other than Azerbaijani, Turkish, English, or Russian, it should have a certified translation. Finally, all requested documents must be uploaded along with your application on the SIAKA's website before the deadline, which is June 15th at 6 p.m. GMT Baku time. Alright, here's how the application process works. For official nomination by your respective state entities or government authorities like ministries or embassies, you'll need to submit the required documents to those relevant authorities for the first stage. The last date for submission is May 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Baku time. If you are officially nominated by your government authorities, you'll move on to the second stage and apply through the Study in Azerbaijan Centralized Admission Service, or SIAKA's website at portal.edu.az, from June 1st to June 15th, 2025. After logging in, you must choose the relevant admission channel, which is the Haydar Aliyev International Education Grant Program, to apply. You can select up to 3 specialties at different higher educational institutions in Azerbaijan within the appropriate channel. You'll be able to track the status of your applications and get notifications about the next stages from SIAKA's, and notifications will also appear in your personal account. The SIAKA's website will be open for registration from June 1st, starting at 12 a.m. to June 15th at 6 p.m. Baku time. If you have multiple nationalities, you can only submit one application, and it must be for one of the eligible nations, submitted according to the nationality nominated by your state bodies. Only applications nominated by their respective countries in the first stage will go through the evaluation process for the scholarship program. If you run into any technical problems with the website, just send an email to siakas.support@tci.edu.az with a short description and any relevant screenshots. And just a quick reminder, the deadline to apply for the Azerbaijan Government Scholarship 2025 is May 15th, 2025. To learn more about the Azerbaijan Government Scholarship, please visit the official website link provided in the description box. You can also find the link for the Call for Azerbaijan Government Scholarship 2025 in this video's description box. So, hurry up and apply now.